demon time. Damn.
Buck roll.
Shinobi.
Time. Gave her a cup of that Henny, she thought it was demon time. Baby, I know what I gotta do, I cannot live no lie. Only thing I fear is God, you niggas don't move me. Pocket rocket on my body, it can get spooky, Looked in her eyes and I let her know, no, you can't shame me, bitch. Took a flight to Riviera with your new replacement, bitch. Now I got money on spinning the block in a Mercedes, bitch. All of my homies, they just wanna pop, that I made a shit. So niggas easy here. Niggas mistake you for ops, leave you spinning like it's CDs here. It can get hot outside. We need a mop outside. Look at them demons,
Demons, take a nigga bitch for the weekend. My niggas living out what you was dreaming. Niggas want smoke, got the Glock with the beam on it. I'm from a city where niggas don't want you breathing. Ballin' out every season, giving niggas a reason. Running shit with the schemes to fuck up the team. You lucked up, it seems we fucked up the scene. Ain't for the drama. I'm from a city where niggas love violence. My hitters like shotters. Most of my niggas be wildin'. I keep a G-lock for the problems, but you hit for the comments. I got your girl on my dick cause these VVS diamonds be shining. She on demon time. Tell you no lies. No, I'm the chosen one like I'm LeBron. Stop it. You can't compete, you ain't got it. They praising me like a prophet. My bank account full of deposits. I ran it up while you was jogging, my nigga. Run up the figures. I'm trying to be legendary like Jigga. Born in the trenches where we had to get it. We on demon time every hour and minute, my nigga. Yeah, we on demon time. Holy thing I fear is God. I got too much pride. I'm on demon time. Holy thing I fear is God. You see it in my eyes.
I made a shit. So niggas easy here. Niggas mistake you for ops, leave you spinning like it's CDs here. It can get hot outside. We need a mop outside.
Yeah, mic check 1 2 1 2. Welcome to the King Status Podcast. And if you've been here before, welcome back. With me, your host, Mr. Moore the King. Along with
EdBuck LC, a.k.a. Playboy Bucky. Y'all know what's going on.
Mr. Prolific, a.k.a. J. Duce.
If
I
do say so.
myself.
Welcome back, y'all, and welcome again if y'all haven't. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
And leave your comments, yo. We really do appreciate the engagement.
Absolutely.
And the love y'all showing. And please continue to show. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And follow us. Everything's in the description below. How y'all fellas doing today?
Doing good, man. Feeling it. How you feeling, Jay?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Long day. Shout out to DJ Magic. Feel better. It's been just grinding. I had just crazy work schedule. After Cin's birthday, I took off for a little minute. So coming back, shit fucked up. You just gotta grind through it. But hey, we made it through the week, so we back to normal.
Right. And yeah, shout out DJ Magic. Send her well wishes. She ain't feeling too good, but yeah, I felt the same way because after like some people did see from the book drop from last episode. So if y'all don't know, I have a new children's book coming out. It's called A Crown Fit for You.
Yes, sir.
And it's for self-esteem. It's children's development, keeping their identity, and like seeing themselves and how they look at themselves, how they view themselves, and keeping their crown. And you know how I always end the show, no one has the crown that's meant for you. So it's just keeping that identity and striving through it and being who you are and developing it in the process, knowing you can do and be who you want to be. But
again, shout out to bro for that one.
Thank you.
I really almost dropped a tear last episode. I don't know if anybody peeped it, but you know, they'll see it on cam. I was like I said, I was like, bro, we talked about. I was just genuinely so happy and proud for you. I'm like, dang, what the heck?
Yeah, it's one of them things. Like, yeah, because like I said, I didn't really get to talk to y'all about it, like because we be so locked in the like shooting part of it that I couldn't even really organically give y'all like a response in the moment because I'm so on the let me tell the people about it. But I do really appreciate y'all for like the love y'all shown and y'all really being behind me and like really being happy for me with it as well. But I want to thank y'all. I want to thank y'all for that. No, definitely,
for sure, definitely. Like we always be saying, more inclined to give people their flowers while they're here and shit. Like, Cause you never know, man, the way that everything is going these days.
Yeah,
So,
it's been a lot of. Well, I'm not gonna say a lot of, but it started being more of like celebrity deaths we've been seeing too, and my please forgive me, like I don't necessarily know his name off rip, but Uncle Ice from Paid in Full, he just passed.
yeah, I saw that last night.
Yeah, so rest in peace to him, and rest in peace to all the people that died in Maui, and Hawaii.
Yeah.
Like that death toll was crazy. So
It's up to 2 mil. I heard that's insane.
And prayers to Canada too. They just recently caught fire out there. Like it's a lot
Again, they was. That's the reason the smoke was orange them days, right? They smoking. That's crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, is it just like happened again or something like that? I'm not 100% sure, but so.
But yeah, so rest in peace to all those losing their lives and that lost homes and cars and everything, lost everything they had in Maui. It's really a sad thing because they just on an island. So when you're on an island with these, was it from a volcano? Was it from one of the volcanoes?
I do not know exactly. I did not hear that though. I didn't hear a volcano erupting.
I'm not
I did not
100%
hear
familiar
that,
with it.
so.
I just know like it just was bad out there.
Yeah, it's sad. But one of the things I wanted to talk about today is something I saw online, and I know we spit so much of the slow progress is better than no progress. So what's y'all take on the difference between, or do you believe there's a difference between progress and motion?
That's a good question.
You want to answer, Jay?
I think it's definitely a difference. I think it's definitely a difference. Cause having motion could just mean like setting some shit up. Like you feel me? Like you have emotion, you putting it together. Like motion could be side to side. You feel me? You ain't going nowhere. Like you feel me? So it's like motion can mean like you feel me? You still stable in something that you're doing. Like progress. You feel me? It could be slowly but surely, but progress, 100% that just mean moving forward in something. Like
Yeah. So
Yeah, see, I think I got motion over progress because, like, if you really got some motion out here, that means you've already. That's just how I feel about the word, and it's generally kind of used newly today. Like, if I meant and how it kind of like how the word before it had a street meaning to it, and had a way that I feel as though it can define somebody that's really active and starting progression. I feel like it can mean so many different things to me. Like, you could be progressive in if you do one thing different every day. But somebody who really got motion is really making strides in whatever they're trying to accomplish, to me.
see, it like the way Ed said it, and like how I would say it's like the opposite of like it's like saying the same thing, just using like the words of flip. Because it's like motion is like you can be on a treadmill having motion. You running,
I didn't
but
mean
you run.
that definition. But
Like you, but you like running in motion. You running in place, like you're moving, but you just in place. But like if you jogging, like outside somewhere, like you going forward. You keep moving, you keep going, and that's what I mean. Because some people get it twisted. Like, yo, I'm out here working, I'm doing this, and it's like, but yo, when you doing the same things over, it goes back to the, yo. You're not going to see anything different when you keep doing the same things. You're going to keep getting the same, like, you want to see different when you do different.
Right.
And that's one of the things, like, the places I'm in, like, in my life now, where it's like, yo, if I'm going to keep getting the same result, it's because I keep doing the same thing. So I have to try something different. I have to step out the box, and then that's what started helping, seeing progression come. So that's why I was looking at it, like, with, like, motion and progress.
Yeah, I just see the definition differently. I get what you mean to the definition of motion, truly to the word itself, and it just meaning movement. But for me, and the kind of what it is used for today, it kind of means to me that you like really have movement in what you're doing. Progression for me is just the general. If you're on a set goal and you just doing it day by day by day, you're progressing through that. If you got motion, I feel like you are already past like your day by day thing, and now you're doing things at a larger scale. Like I would say now I have motion compared to when I just progressing. At every step of building this, I was progressing. But now I hit to the point to where now I got motion with it, like where I can move, I can kind of do things my way, I can actually benefit from my investment currently.
Yeah. No, I understand because like that's just like how you said like on some street stuff, like saying like you have emotions is like busting moves, like you feel me? So like I understand.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, I get like how like Jay saying it, like how we use it and like in term when we're like, yo, we got things in motion, we got things like so we're using it as a progressive term. But like so I agree with you. That's why I was like, yo, we all saying the same thing. We just got the words flipped. But so what are some things y'all may have tried or have done in recent times that made you feel like I'm getting out of like we'll just use the motion like in place for right now in term Jay but like that made you feel like you might have just been in a motion but you weren't progressing, and how did you find a way to start progressing through it? If there's something y'all can think of.
I'm gonna keep it G. React that for me, please. Play. React that. I was trying. My mind was going all over the place.
But nah. I'm just saying. Like, what are some things you have done recently? If there's something like you have done recently where you felt like, yo, I've been stagnant for this while trying to do this, and then now I finally figured out, or I stepped out of the box, or I did something differently that made progression come.
I would say I locked in my kind of co-host for my pod, your Friendly Neighborhood podcast coming to you soon. I kind of locked that in, and before I was always in search of like this guest that would kind of solidify my show to me, that would give me that instead of like building it through people and using what I got. Like this, I've been recently like I kind of not burned through co-hosts, but it's hard for somebody to commit to something like this. That's why I applaud Eddie so much, because it's a nigga who didn't want to do this lane and didn't see himself in this lane is now here doing this every week. Committed. That's what's up. I cannot be more appreciative for that, because it's hard to find that out here, because people living their lives. They have things going on.
Right.
You enjoy your career. You don't see. You're not in the business of trying to change your life on a fundamental level. You like where you're at, instead of me where I love where I'm at, but where I'm going, it's so much over there, and I know where I can get to, and I know where I'm on course to go. So that work to me that's why I'm committed. That's why I just was talking about like I want to shoot twice a week, just in case you drop off. When I roll this clip, I got enough to roll with. That's why I'm waiting to post. Like that's why I'm waiting till like a fall drop. Because I'd rather have built up enough to where I feel like, all right, these people sticking with me. Like we on episode 20. That's 20 weeks, or sometimes twice in a week. That's amazing to me. Now we're gonna keep moving, and now it's repetition. We got another 20 more in this. This is. Yeah. I got another 20. I can do 6. I can do this. So now we straight where you 100. Get to those high. You know what I'm saying? I can get to threes. I can get to. It's 100. Niggas since episode 600 right now that are at a certain level, but people don't see that's episode 600.
You're right.
Niggas is like, oh well, they just start popping up. No, nigga, that's episode 210. That you just caught on.
Right. Yeah. I wanted to speak on real fast. Like I put in I did in the podcast notes. Like when you see, I said 20, and it said what it represents. New beginnings, abundance, and manifestation.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
I don't. That's what I did. What's it from? Oh,
no. It's just I was like, yo, what does the number 20 represent? Because it was such a big number to reach, especially when it's like, yo, the average podcast don't even make it this far. So like that, and that's why I was like, yo, what was there's a significance in that number.
For sure.
And I just Googled it. I was like, yo, let me just Google what's the significance of number 20. And that's what it came up.
I like that. For me, I feel like lately I was like real stagnant in like, I guess like kind of like my creativity and like my mind, like you feel me, and just like where I'm trying to go and what I'm trying to process to get to where I'm trying to get to, you feel me? So like I just been getting back to reading, like you feel me, and just gaining information, and you feel me, just like knocking that rust off of like feeling like I don't know as much as I do because I'm not engaging in a lot of I'll say like worthy conversation. Honestly, like I'm not really.
I mean that helps for it.
Because like I'm honestly not like one of them type of people that like to have small talk. Like I'm honestly not good at it, so I don't like to have small talk either. So I am learning how to have it though. Like I'm reading a book. It's a small talk book. So you feel me? I'm trying to learn how to have small talk.
I definitely need
just,
that.
You feel me? Because it's like as much as I don't care for it and I don't personally think it's important, I know it is. Like and then some people really love the small talk just to see, like some people small talk to pick at you to see, like, all right, he's worthy enough to go into those deeper conversations, which actually is a method that I should want to kind of get into, because not everybody is worthy of deep conversations. When you start to have those conversations, it's like, oh, they a little, you feel me? So it's like, or they just like, you feel me, just not like out the boxes like you might be, or open-minded, I should say. Like a lot of people like can be closed-minded as well. So it's like, for me, I'm real like some people like know me and they be like, oh, he quiet, or he like this, or whatever. And then people really get to be around me for long stretches and they get to pick at me and like we get to talk about something interesting. It's like, oh, this dude got a lot with him. And it's like, yo, you feel me? I'm just not one of them type of people that just give everybody everything like how some people do. Like I'm real reserved in like the type of conversations I have with people or what we gonna get into, because it's like I don't be wanting people to know nothing about me either. Honestly, sometimes like I might not never cross paths with you. There's no point in me having this super long conversation with you sometimes. Like, and that, you feel me? That's just how I be feeling sometimes. But
and that's why that I think that is a real skill to learn, because it's not till like my lady told me. She said, "Yo, She said, I always wonder when you be like, you be having small talk and all that, and you say like people don't. It almost is like people don't gravitate towards your energy necessarily." And then there was one day I was outside and somebody had lost a cat or something. But I'm responding, I'm saying, but she's watching me from the window. Yeah. She's like, when she saw, she was cracking up. She said, yo, I see why they may feel like that, because she said, you don't hear yourself when you respond or how you automatically look, like the way you be looking. So she's like, yo, and that's one of the things I had to learn. Even like today, I was like, I kind of got wrapped up in it with somebody just walking by, and he was like, and he was giving me a compliment because I was doing my oil change. And my daughter was out there with me, and he's like, "Yo, that's such a good thing you're having with." And I was just more like, I hit him with the at first, like yeah, but then I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, but I do, but I appreciate the kind words." And then he kept. Then he started like going on like, "Yo, I gotta
keep it
I be
pushing,
grass.
buddy.
I'm gonna go get your business card." And I said, "All right, cool, I appreciate it." But I was like, I have to be conscious of it now, like where it's like, yo, you gotta say a little more, like, because you're not like people, because I really am a friendly person. Right. It's just like sometimes, like you said, sometimes I just don't care for it, and that's just me being honest.
Are you Mr. Morton King of King Status Podcast? Yeah.
No, that's a little different. It may not be.
No, you can't. Well, please tell me how you gonna sound. Go ahead. Tell me how you gonna do it. Go ahead.
Well, yes, I am. Well, thank you for noticing.
Would you like a picture? Would you like an autograph?
Absolutely. No, see, like that's different. Hilarious. Because I might be cheesing. Like that's one of the moments I probably be cheesing. Like, dang, like it's at this level, but just walking by, like, and like I said, I apologize.
Hey, man, that's dope.
Like,
you got your daughter with you? Yeah.
I got him. Cuz didn't like Cuz compliment. He said that wasn't enough. Nigga, he ain't call you sexy. That's why he ain't call you sexy. He didn't call you sexy. So like he ain't get the love. He ain't get the Dog.
Hey man, you out here with your daughter? Yeah.
Hey. Maybe that is what it is.
Hey Jay, what if you to clear this through? I said, hey man, it's nice that you out here with your daughter. He was
like, my brother, I am congratulating you on
being a
dad and having your child and teaching the things.
But at the same time,
black man,
I had to register that. Yeah. Like I really had to, like, because and at the same time, because a lot of times when it's happening, it's in the middle of me doing something. That's why I'm like, yo, I'm out there, like, cause I know I'm like, yo, I gotta go shoot. Like at this point, I'm like, yo, I gotta go shoot in like an hour. But I'm out here doing this. I got oil all on my hands, everything. Yeah. Like, but I'm like, so I'm locked into what I'm doing. I'm also making sure my daughter stays on the like on this side, like the opposite side of me, like be over here, because you never know. Like, so I'm just like, yo, just be on this side, be in the driveway and stuff. But But at the same time, but then because he started going in like, yo, because I got a landscaping business and I be having my son out there with me and all that. I'm like, yo, like, but I ain't gonna lie, and I'm still kind of like,
did you say I got a podcast?
Huh?
You say I got a podcast? Do you know who I am? Do you not know who the fuck I am?
Nigga, I'm sexy
You know
king.
what I'm saying?
hey, yo,
I'm King Sexy, Mr. Morty King, the king, the king, the king, the king, the king.
hey, yo,
Seen
that.
You seen that M on my?
You said why? Because they call you,
Said you seen that M on my hat?
bruh. But but yeah. So I'm definitely with you. That's why I was like, oh shoot, maybe I need that book. but I got so used to like how you said, because some people when they really got in intimate moments with me, and they really hear me talk on a certain level, like on certain things like this. But you know, when we off camera, sometimes like because you don't got to think about everything. Like yo, I don't got to think about. Am I looking at the camera when I'm saying this? Oh, how much time is going? Or it's like, oh, am I dragging this out? So it's like, and I definitely got that a lot in my life where people are like, yo, why don't you talk like that more? I'm like, people never give me a reason to. They would talk about whatever come out their mouth. I'm gonna talk to them about it like that with them.
No, that's really my favorite line. Like I always say it. I'm like, yo, why you? I'm like, I don't have no reason. Like people, like I used to always say, I'm like, yo, people ain't that interesting. So I'm like, what am I sit here and talk about like a bunch of stuff that I think is cool, or you feel me, just go in depth about whatever it is. I'm like, why? And somebody gonna sit here with the
Yeah.
like
yo, I'll come to one of y'all. Yo, Jay, I got this move. Yo, it's gonna get us this type of big money, and we're gonna invest it, and we're gonna put it here and there, and then you just hit me with the yeah, bro. Let's go get drinks or something. Like, let's just go do that. Then it'd be like, oh, I know where I gotta keep you now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
bro.
what your mind goes
nigga,
to.
I can't have a bad day. Nigga, I done fucked up over here. I needed a drink the other day, nigga. I know I had to hit you the fuck up. God damn. This nigga said, yo, I need a drink, bro. I can't talk to you about investing. Nigga, well, that's your last chance, bucko. You ain't gonna get the fucking chance to be around me again, nigga.
We can't talk about the investments over the drinks. Like nah,
nigga, I can't hear more.
I just said I don't like to talk business when I'm lit.
Well, that too. But no, because the first thing I was gonna say is
shit,
like,
I do, nigga. I can get you in some shit.
But I'm like, but it's one of them things.
It's
like,
who's litter now. If I'm only lit and they not lit, then that's stupid. But
all
if
right,
we
Dang,
all drinking,
all right, Dang, let me use a different example. Let me use a different example.
I'm going to win, motherfucker. I'm being there like, hey, nigga, thank you
Okay.
for your contribution to the company. We appreciate it.
All right, scratch that scenario. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just rewind. So Jay, I got this move, bro. We're gonna invest and we're gonna get this going. And then, like, what you think? Man, I feel like watching Love and Hip Hop. Like doing something like that, or like, yo, did you catch Love and Hip Hop? Like, bro, I'm talking some real shit to you, and you talk about Love and Hip Hop.
Right,
nigga. Who's
you know
even
what?
on Love and Hip Hop right now?
Huh?
Who's even on Love and Hip Hop?
Man, they
right
got
now?
a million of them, and
The only story I know is Scrappy, and that nigga is on some shit. That nigga with Diamond now, nigga. I was like, God damn, this nigga Scrappy, back to back. He got some picks.
Hey, y'all see, folks? He just did it. I just told him though. Yo, we got this move and investment, and he said, "Scrappy."
Yeah, no. Again, you just said that as me. If I'm bringing it up, that's why I'm bringing it up to say doing it, and then I could tie that into a move or investment, motherfucker.
Yeah,
you can't judge a nigga off one conversation. Is my point, Mr. the King, sexy motherfucker.
No, well, I'm not necessarily doing that. I'm just saying, like, yo, if I'm coming to you with such a big thing or like a real intellectual conversation, and that's what you give me, then it's like a
damn nigga.
But
Did you know
at the
it was
same
my
time-
payday,
but-
son? This nigga like, I know you got it, nigga. I know you got it in your pocket right now for $49.99.95. You can own,
But
you could own a motherfucking gym right now today. Get your coins, brother. Get your coins.
and then at the same time, like I said, with the small talk, especially like today, it was like I'm locked in on something already. Then it's not even like him standing in front of me. It's also still not the second thing that's coming to my mind. Like, oh, he's talking to me, because now it's like, yo, I'm in the middle of doing something. Then it's like, okay, where's my daughter? Okay, my daughter's right there. And then now it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I can't multitask, but sometimes it's just more like, yo, I didn't plan on having this type of conversation at this moment. Like, I just came from up under my car and all that, and I'm looking in the hood, seeing what else I gotta change and fix and refill or do something. Like, I'm doing all that. Like, so.
He said, "Why you bother me, crackhead?"
Oh, nah, he wasn't no crackhead. I ain't gonna disrespect. I ain't gonna disrespect him like
Sorry,
that.
sir. I know you're not a crackhead.
Yeah, because obviously
you gave a great compliment.
He a
I'm
man
just trying
of
to make
business.
him understand how he didn't enjoy your compliment, and that's why he
No,
kept doing
I
what he
did.
was doing.
I think
if you'd have been on his dick just a little bit more, you could have got a react. He might have told you about the podcast. Might try to sign you that day.
But because I'm like I ain't one of the because it's again like I can't just keep giving these one word answers. Like, he really is like, and he did give me a compliment. So it's
wait, hold on. All you said was that's how many one word answers you give, cuz?
No, because as he like kept going, and I was like, oh, I gotta say
like,
something.
yeah,
like, I was like, I appreciate it.
Really?
Then he was like telling me like what else he got going on.
Word.
And then that's why I was like, all right, like give me info.
True.
Hey, yo.
Man, they hit him with the right.
Right.
But nah,
right.
I'm definitely for the. I might gotta read that book too.
No, it's pretty good. Like it's just like it just teaches like little methods on just like how to keep certain stuff going, like to make people feel better about it. It's like it's bad tactic. It's funny to me because it's like it make you feel like you doing shit to people, like making them feel better about having small talk, so you don't like. But it's like I can understand that because I'm like, I would rather make you feel good about having small talk when I don't care for it, just so it could entertain me, probably. Like
because I'm not intentionally trying to play you or nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just literally like I said, because a lot of time when it happened, I'm like, yo, when I'm going in the store or something, I'm focused on what I'm going there to get, so I can hurry up and get up out of here. Like, so it's not always that I'm like, yo, my mind is just like I'm looking forward.
You got like that one track type of thing.
Like, or like when I'm on a mission, nigga, I'm on that mission. Like, that's why it'd be the same thing. Why I'd be like, yo, why I don't necessarily.
So
I
you
won't
telling me if you'd have been like, damn, cuz I like what you out here seeing with your daughter, man. This is some inspirational shit. And where'd you get that shirt from?
Well, I'd be like, that's kind of weird. I'm out here working on my car. That's where I get the shirt from.
He's staring at my chest.
I'm like,
nigga,
I know it's.
You have on your merch.
Huh?
You have on your merch.
I wasn't working on my car with this
I know.
on.
It was a merch, but god damn.
Oh, well, if you're saying this is if you say where you get this from, I'm like, well, you can get it from. Give me a second. Let me go in the house and draw this up real quick.
Hold on. Let me make a website. No. What you can do right now? No, this shirt costs $35. It takes 2 weeks shipping. All right.
For $1 million, you can have it off my back.
There we go. That's the guy right there. That's Mr. Morty King Sexy. You could $1 million, nigga. And you gonna be talking to me and my daughter, nigga, wasting my time. You could at least buy my fucking $100 album, nigga.
I mean, I maybe I don't know if it's subconsciously if I'm thinking that, not necessarily like to that level, but I'm just like, but like I said, I'm just literally saying like me and Ed are both saying like we aren't intentionally doing that. It's just sometimes it's just like, yo, we're so not used to doing it, I guess. Like
that's
then like we on the East Coast, like everybody just ain't jumping out doing it. That's why I love going down south, because then it makes me feel like okay, like people are doing this and this is how they are. So, bruh, like, you don't need to be like that. But it's like, yo, out here, everybody's like, you be lucky sometimes to get somebody say what's up to you. And most of the time, like, in my case, it's like an older black man. And he'll say what's up. And I'll naturally, out of respect, I have been working on that. Like, if me and an older black guy walking by and we look at each other, I say, how you doing? Like, because they've been doing that with me lately, because it's almost like that understanding without having to say it, like, bro, I'm glad to see you alive too.
For me, I do that with everybody now, man, because again, enough people was doing it to me, but also I try and break that stigma on us that we gotta be so fucking uptight. Even young boys, some of these kids just be wanting to talk. They had a shiesty on, they got a whole fit on, they got a Nike track, and still be chill young boys, like still have fine conversation. You right. Like for me, it's definitely like a. Like, for me, small talk is big. Like, I got a business that it helps in. Like, I was in an Uber, and the driver was kind of, like, not when I wanted to talk. But she's listening to a podcast, and I'm like, well, listen to podcasts? Oh, like what you doing? Turns to find out she's trying to start her daughter a podcast. Her daughter is currently on rap shit. She's, like, the main character's daughter on the show. And she's been on it. They just shot the second season. I'm like, damn. Well, I have a podcast studio. It's right where you just came from. She's like, oh, word? Let me get your info. and connect like that. Like for me, small talk is big when you run the business, man. I'm trying.
TV,
you can do as much as you can out here, and then you can also have some people that pour into you or give you like we do a job where we gotta talk. Sometimes some of the messages for me, I bring it here like I have before. Like small talk, I think we gotta be a generation to change that. We right in the middle where old people we can change their perception of us, younger people we can change their perception of their future.
And I do think that's our position now because we're in that, especially like being millennials. So we and like in our age range, so we know what it's like. How I always remind, like, yo, I know what it's like life before having the internet and like really like social media. So I know what it's like to be outside before that, but I know how useful it is. So I'm like, I know how to connect with people. I just said on Friday, I was chilling with Juan. Shout out Juan. And like, you know, she in her mid 40s. And I'm like, yo, and I still kick it with the young guys because it's like, yo, like we all can learn and teach each other something. And I want to let people know, especially if this is your first time, we're a podcast based on values. We're not telling people what to do. We're not forcing you to do anything we say. We're just going off experience and what we learn and trying to help somebody so that way they don't make the mistakes that, like the 300 mistakes in between us or more, 300 mistakes we might have made a piece in life. Yeah, we're really based on our values and we respect all age ranges because we know how to put ourselves in certain shoes because now we know what it's like to get on the court and they're calling you OG. Right. Like, but it's still like, bro, I'm not that much older than you, but I know at that and in younger ages you look at it like you look at hitting 30 is old. I heard some young boy say like, yo, telling like one of his homies like, bro, you look old as shit. You look 25. I said, you look 25 and he's calling him, you look old. I'm like, I said, bro, you like
to a lot of youngins, bro, 25 is starting to get old.
But it was like that for us though. It was like that for us.
Dying young. Niggas is dying young now, so that be their old head. That's a shame for it. Be like your old head only being 25, 22, 21, 19. These kids look up to other children than me.
Nah, that's true.
But no, like I feel like totally lost my point.
Good.
Totally.
But nah, like they be saying, bro, old is the goal.
Nah, real talk.
Because you know what I say to young people, like, oh man, you old. Even though I'm early 30s, very early 30s, beginning of my 30s. But I said, like, when they be like, oh, you old, they be like, hey,
he's 106.
You better pray you make it to this age.
Yeah, I always say that too now, getting that from you. I be like, that's the goal.
I'm like, you better pray you get to this age. Because one of the things I love, though, is the wisdom that's coming with it. That's why I love working out. Let me keep this body young and this look young, but the wisdom that comes with it. Because I said, bro, I look at things completely different than how I used to in a lot of ways. I wish I could think of an example of something that just came up. It's something that just happened. I said, yo, you know what's crazy? I said, I know how I would have responded at 19 to this, but now at this age, I say, yo, when I'm really thinking about it, I think it has something to do with like when you watch your parents. It's something like when you're watching your parents do and they don't really think about how it might make your children feel. So now I'm catching that early, like of, yo, you got to remember, you can make a decision, but like if I did something like I left the house or something because I needed time for myself. Everybody can understand that, but when my daughter at her naive age know that all she knows is, hey, you ain't been here. Yeah. And if that creates a disconnect, she has a right to feel that way. Right. Because, bro, at the end of the day, just because you left for you to get better, you still left. Right. And you can't, and that's still a fact of it. You still left, and it can hurt somebody. Right. So it's like, it's some of those things that I'm like, yo, I know everything. I'm not gonna get perfect and know correctly, especially when you're trying to get to a certain level of life. Because even the way my week was, and how I've been working and having to fix things with my book, still do things with this, and still, like I said, I knew I had to work on my car and all that. Like, so it became a moment where it's like, okay, like even like I said, after the day, I wanted to do everything. I got done everything this morning, so that way when I leave here, I can give them my attention, like completely, because I know what comes with trying to make it to a certain level. So it's going to be that sacrifice of being away. So it's still like I gotta make sure I don't make them feel like I'm not like, or I'm abandoning them in a way, because it doesn't matter that you're not, but to a child, you sometimes you can't explain. Like, you know, now we can say, yo, some things our parents did, we like, yo, if I was in that position now thinking about it, I can understand why they might have did that.
Right.
Still didn't make me feel good,
Right.
but I understand
Yeah,
though.
but for me, I think the answer to that and trying to help those funds, communication. Often and as often as possible and clear and concise. Even from the time till they even when they can't completely respond back to you, if you say and they often to it and you be like, hey, well, daddy's gonna go do this I'll be going for this, I'll be doing this. Hey, in 2 weeks, my son right now is at the age where telling him calms him down because he understands. He's like, all right, you about to be going all day. I'm going here. All right, I'll see y'all later. But now he know that day. Like, if I say you be back, I see you on Sunday morning. He and my mom like, hey, it's time to get home. I know what day it is. He's still young, but I know what day it is. I'm going back home. It's been this amount of time. So I think, and when he does, like, it's put so much of took a burden off of us because we was doing it before. So that's why he expects it. And now it's like, all right, cool, I understand now. Instead of y'all trying to dip on me and make it like I just wind up somewhere, I'm being told where I'm going. So I think communication, especially for the partner, like especially in those moments too, when you might feel overwhelmed by how much you put on your plate. Like if you could be like, yo, babe, this is what's going on. And then sometimes some of us men have a problem doing that because we don't really want you to take anything. We just want you to understand that this is my mind, this is my mental, this is where I'm coming from, so that now you have a better idea how to handle and deal with me.
Yeah, but like I said, between the age gap, that's why I think like our age group too is one of the best ones because we help develop the world that it is now. But like you said, we connect the two different, completely different generations. That's why I'm like, so we can understand. That's why it'd be the same way, like, where I'm like, yo, I can listen to the music I heard, like DMX and Hove and all the earlier albums, but I can still go listen to Lil Durk and play all that and the new artists.
Shout out ESTG, that album fire.
Like,
I ain't heard that joint yet.
So I'm like, yo, I was like, so I can still do both and appreciate both of them. And I'm at that age too, like where I say, like, yo, I learned to come to say, like, yo, I don't talk down on anybody. Like I ain't gonna say the situation necessarily, but it's like me and you was talking about something, and like your response was like, yo, I like my chances if this is what it's gonna be. But I didn't say nothing after that because I was like, yo, it's not my place to do that anymore necessarily, and it's not no shot at you, but it's just more like because I'm like, yo, somebody could be looking at us saying the same thing. Somebody could do this, and it's just more at the place I am. Like I'm definitely in that place of like, bro, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it. Not necessarily that's what you did, but this is like kind of my point where I'm going, like knowing the difference of like, bro, this is some things you don't have to do or give your energy towards, or like the thing we definitely be saying, like, yo, when we hear these young boys and these young people arguing in couples, it's like, and we really sit back and think like, was I that mad? And then it's like, bro, what are you that mad for? Like literally just like when it's like, answer that question. Yeah. Why are you that mad? And that's how I look at things now. Like when it's really like those type of situations, like, why are you that mad? It's cool why you're bothered, but why are you furious? Like, why? Yeah. Like, why does it take you there when it has nothing to do with that? Like, yo, Jay, I told you about like just, well, this might be different, but it's just more like anything. Like, yo, when can you just have it on the floor or something, and then but it's just more like that. Like if you say it the second time and you just all over the top, and it's like, yo, you don't have to be like that. Just remind them, like, yo, can you just not have it like that? I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm just saying.
Ain't shit on my floor, guys. I don't know what he's talking
about. No, I'm not talking. I was using this cup as an example.
I know. Oh, shit, he talking about my cup. Damn.
But I'm saying, like, somebody might, like,
doing a lot
go off.
I do need a coaster. But, yeah, man.
Yeah.
But what you had to get with me about earlier? You told me you was going to say something on the pie. I wanted to hear you wanted to get with me.
I do want to start doing this, and maybe we'll make it, this is the third episode of the month, right? As far as like weeks go, This will be the third. So maybe like every third episode, we go to the comment section and just say respond to some comments that we may have gotten.
Okay.
I got two because I want to respond to I want us to respond to something else that we got 5 weeks ago. Okay. But
all right, this feels like a setup, guys.
No. Like people can see these comments, like so.
Yeah,
I'm
not.
So I like it because it might get interesting.
So somebody responded to you specifically, Jay, from the clip of you do got a lot of responses. This is
what I do this for. Let's go.
But somebody like, so this is from Instagram. Somebody responded to your comment or the first thing you said you would do if you won that $1 billion from last episode, and he asked, he said, why would you buy stocks? Dumb as fuck.
Whoa.
Go ahead and respond to that.
Let me trying to get my glasses clean. Shit is blurry in these Johns right now. But hey, I might actually take them off for you, cuz. So, hey, mister, you're dumb as fuck. Hey, dickhead, if you buy enough stock, you kind of can get majority stake in some of these companies. And also the returns are amazing if you own a very significant amount of some stocks. And also that's a way to hide money. Also, it's a way to grow money. And yeah, I just think it's a good idea to get into is starting a company, just like investing into some life insurance ways of making my estate kind of last this way. And just different things that you have to pay for this game for that we just talked about the game not being sold. You dickhead, you got to buy it. Motherfuckers. You want a free game? Go file on your leisure. But I think InvestFest coming up, nigga. Go buy a plane ticket, little dickhead.
Hey, yo. No, because at first I was like, okay, if people looking at just the word stocks, I was like, okay, I see what he means. Because I was like, if Jay would have probably said shares, because like you said, you get enough shares in it, like, bro, you're an owner. So I'm with you on that, like what you just said. I was like, they probably just got spun by the stocks word, but that's funny as hell. But I'll let you respond to this first.
Again, buying stocks is not dumb. To say that's dumb shows your level of intelligence.
All right, so this comment, this was 5 weeks ago, but now that we started this, and I always just thought this one was like very
premeditated. Go ahead.
But because I was like, yo, let's get to some of these comments. They always got to be the negative ones, but they just kind of funny. So this dude responded because it was more like what you were saying in the clip mostly, but I'm gonna respond to it too. He said, 2 betas mad at alphas. And with the skeleton emoji, like, dead, because when you said I think like when people who gotta say I'm an alpha, like when we was like, is alpha the new real nigga, like, and you said like, yo, that's just like it screams insecurity when you gotta be like that and always say it, like, so what you got to respond
to? What do you say? 2 beta,
two betas mad at alphas, because it was mainly me and you talking in the clip.
Well, to say all I hear is, still a sucker. Like, 2 betas, man. Like, what does that even mean? Like, you just said like a sucker. Like, just like you wouldn't be overly aggressive. Like you.
And wait. I want to go back to that dickhead because I'm not over it.
Hold on. Let me respond.
Because there is no difference between shares and stocks. But continue. The same exact thing.
But he so my response definitely is with that. Like he said, two betas mad at alphas. See, look, I know you follow those type of guys by using the word beta. And 2, I'm pretty sure, I bet, just by, I didn't even see what you look like, but the way you talk, I definitely think you're the type that you send Drake lyrics to women and and they still turn you down.
You don't get women. You were part of that community that don't get women.
Betas mad at I'm like, bro, you just sound like one of them overly aggressive niggas that think like you feel me, like
and
one
you
of them
send Drake lyrics to women.
Like one of them niggas that think, oh, I'm 225 rock solid. I can yeah, that means that, and the bitch look at you like ill. Like go and be with the nerdiest nigga. You be, oh well, how can he be with him? Look at the guns. I'm like, nigga, you a corny ass cornball.
But people who use the word betas, like, you scream cornball to me. That's what that scream. Ed said alpha scream insecure. Using the word beta screams you're a loser. And you just so on the, like, you just saddle riding, like, on the, like,
just like how we used to say, just a dork,
just
like
pole jocking, like, just
Knee pads
on the
and the
saddle, just a pole jacket.
knee pads and the face towel.
Yeah, like so. Jay tight over there about that stock stuff.
No,
he
no,
posted
no.
it. That comment came today.
No, I'll go respond to in the comments. But no, to that, like that whole, like I was the main one kind of shitting on that alpha shit. So that's why it's kind of funny to me, like that people really you're saying this from a phone. Like,
Yeah.
and then you took the time out of your alpha day to come and address betas.
Yeah, and that's how I felt too.
I'm confused.
Like what? Like I'm like you such an alpha. You such an alpha, but you on social media responding, and you don't even have a profile picture. Like come on, my boy. Go somewhere with that. Like cause that's beta energy to me. That's that energy. Since
Hey,
we're
man.
using those words beta.
What I want you to do is turn on your camera. You know what I'm saying? Get your best light in your 1-bedroom apartment. And tell us.
We ain't shit on people like that though.
Hey, I can. Fuck that. Nigga.
I mean, you could do it, but that ain't nothing to shit on. That ain't nothing to shit on.
A 1-bedroom apartment?
Yeah, that's not nothing to shit on.
You the one that said it was shitting on it. I just said it 1-bedroom apartment.
I mean, the way you said it, obviously somebody gonna take you shitting on them. Like you set up in your 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
Just calling them lonely.
I mean, yeah. You can take it however you want to take it, motherfucker. I'm just saying, you can go ahead and turn on your camera and do exactly what we doing and share your opinion with the world. But guess what? I guarantee my ass ain't gonna comment under your post unless you're talking about me.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck other than that. I'm not a commenter. I don't be in the comment section. Hey, if y'all addressing me, I definitely have no problem responding. This is what we do is for engagement, huh? So go ahead, give me 100 more comments about how you like to talk to betas. Because you commented for a response because you want to talk to them. You want to teach them the game, huh? No name Tate
said two betas mad at alphas, like
I'm
and
just
like
saying.
you said, like bro, you behind the internet saying that with no profile picture, and you comment on other men. At least I'm like we didn't pick out men specifically to talk about. We just like, yo, it's the same as like when people say I'm a real nigga. It's just like, yo, sometimes if you gotta say it, then most likely you're not that. Like you're trying too hard to prove it. And I'm like, that's why I'm like, but he said betas.
Like,
I was like, yeah, you
hate
super pole jock them guys.
It's
like how you talk to women.
Two
Like-
betas mad at alphas. It just sound like somebody that want to sit around a bunch of men. Like,
But like Jay said, like, but you came under our comment to let us know that, like, bruh.
He said, I'm trying to eradicate the betas from the world pretty much by one comment at a time, brother. Yeah, man, we surely do enjoy talking to betas because that's our job as alphas, you know.
Yeah.
I don't get all that shit because you comparing yourself to a primate. That's what that shit is. We're not. I think you believe in evolution, which is stupid as well. So I just, yeah.
Yeah.
You believe you were a chimpanzee before.
Yeah, these dudes are weird. But that's a wrap for today, people. And we thank you for tuning in to the King Status Podcast.
King Status.
Along with me, your host, Mr. Mortar King.
EdBuck LC. Playboy Bucky himself.
Mr. Prolific, a.k.a. J. Duce.
If
I
do say so.
myself.
We thank y'all for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And tune in next week for another episode.
Of
King Status-
greatness.
Of greatness, that is the King Status Podcast.
With the
Peace
sexiest
and
person
love.
you ever seen.
Exactly.
And go ahead, keep commenting, keep liking, share, subscribe, and I'll take
Tell your
response
beta
videos.
friends.
Tell your beta friends. Yep. Tell your beta friends. We out.
Wait. Sit your ass back down.
Ah, dang.
You already know what to do.
And remember, for the alphas and the betas and everybody out there, no one can fit the crown that's meant for you. Peace out.
Hey, yo.
No, 'cause